hopefully. Cool. Thank you. And welcome to the SIG control plane meeting for this week on August 6th. It's a very light agenda for today. Now that I've actually shared my screen, apologies about that. So first of all, I've said it off the recording, but apologies for not moving this meeting to a new slot. I will endeavor to do so for the next iteration of the call because I appreciate it's the end of the day in Israel and getting very close to it in Eastern Europe as well, or Central Europe. And yeah, I will try and find something that works for folks. Things are pretty congested at times in the week, so yeah, I'll try and find something that works. But yeah, that'll be for next time, unfortunately, because I just completely forgot about it for this time. I have added, this is going to probably be a recurring item now, a link to the enhancements tracking board that is filtering specifically for SIG control plane. And let me zoom in because otherwise you won't be able to read it. At the moment, we only have two that have been labeled for SIG control plane. I did have a brief look through all of the kind of open enhancements that are on the board at the moment. I don't think there's many more that could be considered for SIG control plane, but yeah, we have these two at the moment. My EnvTest framework proposal for testing of control plane logic or controller logic and API related stuff as well without needing full end-to-end tests. That is ready to review. Both the enhancement and the initial framework PR, I think, is ready to review as well. I think I did move it out of draft. So yeah, if folks have any time, reviews on that would be appreciated. And then Federico has his introduce server-side apply enhancement as well. That is also ready for review for 1.10. So yeah, if folks are interested in helping, yeah, feel free to look at those. I have already marked myself as a reviewer for Federico's. I think that's pretty much it for metadata and stuff at the moment. But yeah, as we go through the next couple of weeks, hopefully one or two more enhancements will show up here, and we'll try and kind of just at the start of each call triage and just make sure that we're on top of things and we have reviewers assigned and eventually approvers. Is that in the 110? Oh, it's not on here anymore. I thought there was a VEP approver column, but that might have been a previous board. But anyway, yeah, we'll keep going through this, and hopefully by the deadline, things are merged in terms of VEPs and implementations are ready to review and all that stuff. I briefly wanted to touch on the fun that we've been having for the last month with this Y upgrade flake. Federico's not here, but I've been working with him a lot on this. We eventually figured out that it was being caused by the upgrade test had been extended to include some assertions about role aggregation strategy behavior that was not accidentally, but it was causing additional rollouts to happen, and those additional rollouts were then allowing us to hit some races that we have in Vert Handler. The hit rate was like 5%, so it was very awkward to capture. But yeah, fundamentally, this kind of set of assertions and things that we were doing in the upgrade test are just going to be removed from the traditional upgrade test, and then I've got a follow-up change that introduces this set of assertions and stuff in its own standalone test. So we're not trying to do other kind of upgrade related assertions at the same time, like having workloads running, having them migrating around, etc. That that's where we were catching the Vert Handler bugs before with these additional rollouts. Yeah, if folks haven't looked yet at the bug at oh, sorry, I was actually sharing this tab. If folks haven't looked already at the the PR, the various bugs associated with it, feel free to have a look. Yeah, and feel free to step in if you think this is the wrong approach. But I think this is like the most pragmatic kind of thing to do in the short term. We obviously need to fix the underlying foot handler stuff as well, and look at a cleaner way of reintroducing the coverage as well. But I think immediately just to unblock these tests because they're quarantined on main at the moment. To get those unblocked, this is the easiest thing to do, and then to get it onto release 1.9 as well, where we're also seeing it previously. Yeah, that's the most straightforward thing, and we can kind of work through the rest of it after that. There's still a question if that actual test coverage for that feature is even worth it in a post-upgrade sense, because it is obviously quite expensive to upgrade in tests in the operator lane and to then do these assertions. But that's something we can hopefully hammer out in the PR that I've got that's draft at the moment, until the partial revert lands, and then I'll move it to ready to review. Levi, I know I pinged you about this earlier about a tracker for these vert handler races, but do you think it would be worth just having an issue or something, a centralized issue to track all of these different things at the moment? Because there's various kind of things that folks are kind of working on in this area around ghost records and everything. Because I'm happy to write one up if you do think it's useful.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just not sure how many sources of races do we have today.
Mm-hmm. Aral, go ahead.
Yes, you were speaking about VEPs earlier. There are two SIG network VEPs that are SIG control plane adjacent, which are SIG VEP 106 and VEP 111. They both touch control plane mechanisms. This is one implementation. This is the other. They are currently both in draft because they are missing some prerequisites like VEP 141 graduation, and for 106 it's the approval of the design document itself.
Okay, cool. Thank you for the heads up. Do we express that at all on this board? Because SIG is singular, isn't it? There's no
Not
full
today.
sort of
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's something we can ask for as well.
Both delete a lot of code from Vert operator and VMI controller.
Nice. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, I'll write an action item down. I may ask if we can express cool. I'll follow up with folks about that. Yeah, I can probably just send an email. Is Itamar back next week? Does anyone know?
It's gone for a week and a half, I think.
Oh, another week and a half. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll send an email anyway. That's probably the better way of starting the discussion. Cool. And I will also write that I need to create this tracker for that handler. I cannot spell or I cannot type, one of the two. Okay, cool. Awesome. Oh, and Aral, you've added in, you're looking for an LGTM on this PR. Let me just open it.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah,
sorry, please.
So I was literally just asking if there's anything you wanted to add. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just trying to simplify the VMI controller. This was one of the first simplifications that came to mind. Just extracts some function and reuses it, and also adds more information based on Jed's suggestion.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll take a look after the call. But yeah, just scanning through it, it looks good. Cool. Awesome. That's pretty much it for the agenda. It's a short agenda, and I've somehow ended up with 3 action items, so it's been a good call. Does anyone have anything else they wanted to touch on? Anything from like the previous calls or anything they wanted to revisit that I haven't touched here? Yeah, apologies for not being very prepared today, but oh, Lubo, the approval change landed, didn't it, last week? So this thing, yeah, so you are actually going to approve it now, even though it doesn't matter because you're already a core approver as well. But at least that's like has started to be codified that we've got someone in that list. Cool.
Lee,
Yeah,
in that list.
Sorry?
I was expecting to see you as well in the list.
So I would love to be in the list, but I think from previous discussions, Ed made it clear that he wanted us to kind of follow the formal nomination process. So I can't nominate myself for this. I don't think it has to come from an existing approver somewhere. So yeah, if I am more than happy to be in the list if someone would like to nominate me. Yeah, I'm happy to work with people and figure that out if possible. But yeah, I wasn't going to go harassing people about that. But yeah,
you can write me an action item for doing it.
oh yes. Now that sounds like something an approver would do. Yes, I will write an action item to get someone else to do something. Yeah, no, I'll do that now, Lupa. That'd be amazing. Thank you. And like I said, I can, if you need a hand with it or anything, or want me to generate something like an initial list of things or something, I can probably do that. Well,
Yeah,
I say I can do that.
I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of PRs already available to pick from.
Yes, hopefully. Just avoid the ones that introduce regressions and stuff. That would be good. To write up nomination for IR to control. Sweet. That would be amazing. Cool. Okay. Anything else from anyone else before we close the call today? Okay, guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in 2 weeks at the next one, hopefully in a new time slot that's better for everyone. Okay, take it easy, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.